Ireland's had a bit of a rough go of it the last 10 years, with several last place finishes, one in the grand final and two in the semifinals, as well as several other non-qualifications. So they're rethinking how they're doing things a little bit this year by creating Eurosong 2022, where 6 acts will compete on the Late Late Show on February 4th to decide who goes to Eurovision. But of these 6 acts, do we have a qualifier, or are they still not quite getting it when it comes to what wins at Eurovision? Let's find out. So this week, sporadically, we've had 6 songs released, kind of randomly on various days and sometimes leaked ahead of time. But as of today, Friday, we have all 6 songs, and I've been able to go through them, and I think we've got a couple that have a shot to get out of the semifinals and potentially have a good result for Ireland yet again. One of the first songs released is Real Love by Brendan Murray.
Real love with the wrong ones. Your touch, it was right.
Brendan entered in 2017 with the song Dying to Try, one of my personal favorites, and I've been following ever since, so him returning to the competition was pretty exciting for me. If you need some recommendations of some of his other songs he's released, check out the song Here to Stay by Brendan. It's really good. After competing on X Factor and making it pretty deep in the competition, I think he's got the confidence and the maturity now to go out there and not feel as nervous. Now, is the song as good? That's questionable. I think the song still has a little bit of a dated ballad sound, something that doesn't always do particularly well, and with Ireland's struggles with staging lately, I worry that potentially this entry might not get out of the semifinals should it go to Eurovision. The next song is I'm Loving Me by Rachel Good. There's a lot of common 80s themed songs in this selection. This one is the most 80s, probably the most dated. It's fun, she has a nice voice. I mean, the lyrics are just really, really cheesy. And of the supposed 320 songs that were submitted for Eurosong 2022, kind of makes you wonder if this was really one of the best ones to pick. This song does not have what it takes to get out of a semifinal at Eurovision. No chance. This would get left behind. This would get placed number 2 in the semi if it was in the first half, 100%. It's fine, I like it, but it's dated. So the next song released is Brooke Scullion with That's Rich.
You say I'm using you now. Hey, stupid, that's rich. When it's coming from you, and that's rich.
This is probably, of the 6 songs, the most modern. This is the one that really reminds me of, say, mid-2010s Kesha. It's got that kind of sassy attitude to it, a little bit of a darker tempo, darker kind of synth to it. The chorus is super catchy, it's super easy to sing along to. That's rich when it's coming from you, and that's rich. You know, it's just super easy to bop your head to and enjoy. I expect this one at the end of the night to be a top 3 at the very least. If it's not going to be the winner, it's gonna be on the higher tier and definitely one of the favorites. The 4th song released was Janet Grogan's Ashes of Yesterday.
We're lighting a fire in ashes of yesterday because we are fighters.
So the beginning of the chorus is we're lighting a fire. Hold on. Yeah, we're lighting a fire. You know what also sounds like we're lighting a fire? There ain't no ocean. We're lighting a fire. There ain't no ocean. Exact same syllables, and honestly, kind of executed the exact same way. So let alone that there are some lyrical similarities in the content, there's lyrical similarities to the Mama's Move in the syllables of how it's presented. And then even going into the bridge, which has that same kind of clapping moment. Yeah, this sounds just like the Mama's Move, which is a great song, but it's too much like it. It's way, way too much like it for my liking. It just makes me want to go listen to the Mamas. I guess that's life.
That's life. Oh, life.
Next, we have song number 5, Patrick O'Sullivan with One Night, One Kiss, One Promise.
Shadows, ghost-like, hiding from the bedroom lights. Can't explain this feeling. Rest your head.
This is my absolute favorite. I think it's a contender to win for sure. I think a lot of people, when you hear the recorded version of this track against all other of the 5 recorded tracks, the vocal talent of Patrick, if what he's doing in the studio cut is going to be the same in the live cut, and he executes it well, he has so much range. He has an incredible falsetto in the bridge. The song is catchy. There are a couple moments where I don't like the arrangement. The pre-chorus, sometimes he'll pause, like very briefly pause, and if he would just kind of say the whole sentence straight through, I think it would be a lot cleaner. In fact, I'm going to try and cut it right now and make it cleaner.
I appreciate that I'm not faced.
You know, the arrangement can be amended a little bit, right? He can sing at whatever pace he wants, and the flexibility in his voice, and at least in the studio cut, the willingness for him to take a little bit more risk and really reinvent the song in each, or at least reinvent the chorus each time he sings it, and really go with some different notes and some different runs. That's what will set it apart, because whereas I think Brendan, Janet, Brooke, I don't think they're going to go for it as much in the final chorus. I think they're going to try to just perform the studio cut. We'll have to see. I don't know for sure. I think Patrick's just going to go all out with it. I think he's going to go shoot for the moon and really deliver some special moments. This is my favorite. I think Brooke probably has a better chance at Eurovision to qualify, but I think this song has the highest ceiling. I think this is the song that, if staged right, which if Ireland stages something right, we're gonna probably all lose our collective minds. The final song on this list is Miles Graham with Yeah, We're Gonna Get Out of It.
I am grateful for all of those faces in all different places, mixing all different.
This is pretty much about everyone's experience with COVID. It's supposed to be a feel-good, supportive, progressive, social song that's things getting better and life changing and going back to the way things were and getting back with our family. And it's incredibly cheesy too. Much like Rachel Good, it's too much. It never feels like the song tries to take on a voice of its own. It's kind of just a song saying, here are all the things that people like to hear. And here are all the things that make people happy when they hear them, and they can hope for a better future. It's fine. He's got a nice voice. It's very Jason Mraz-esque, which is I love Jason Mraz. I think he's a great artist. But I think the content of the song, I don't think this gets picked. The lyric video is actually amended. He had an image of George Floyd in it for one of the lines involving breathing. And a lot of people, including myself, feel like that was probably not the right direction to go. Snowballed even beyond that, where he was kind of making comments and being a little bit rude to some of the commenters who may have been rude back, but I don't know if getting into YouTube comments when you're trying to promote a song for a contest is really a good idea. I think it's going to come down to Patrick and Brooke. There's an outsider's chance for Brendan, maybe in the live arrangement, maybe with some good staging, it can have a more impactful moment. But right now, the song is just lacking that. Hope Ireland can get out of the semifinals. Every year I cheer for Ireland, and every year they let me down.
I'm tired of always losing.
So what do you guys think? Did Ireland hit the mark this year? Do you have a personal favorite? Do you think Brooke and Patrick are the favorites, or am I completely wrong, and is Janet gonna steal the whole thing? Who knows? We'd love to hear from you in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.